All right guys, it's Saturday morning and I've got a job on this Altima right here, 2017 Altima. I got to do a compressor on it. So this is one I came out here before. The compressor's not coming on. I checked power and ground. It's got power and ground, but the compressor clutch is not coming on. So definitely needs a compressor. Got one right here. And it feels like 33 degrees today, so it's quite the day to do some AC, but gotta be done, right? So I'm just gonna get set up a little bit here and you guys will see my mobile AC process. I think first I'm gonna move the car and turn it around. And that engine mount sounds bad too. These Altimas always have that upper engine mount busted and it makes that rattling sound. All right. All right, let me get my equipment unloaded and we'll start recovering the Freon. Okay. I hope these outlets work. What the? All right, let's see, Schrader ports. We've got one here, low side, and then high sides right here. My fingers are frozen, so this is a little bit tricky. There we go. Open up the Schraders, nice and slow. Okay. Open up the high side. Start recovering. Okay, so this is gonna do its thing. It's gonna start recovering. In the meantime, let me start working on getting the compressor out. So I'll jack it up, take off the wheel and tire, and then go from there. Oh, almost forgot. Safety first. Okay. And I'll probably hit the parking brake too. There we go. The weight's on the jack stand, but I'll leave the jack there for extra security. Actually, there is quite a bit of room, I think, if I remove this fender liner, so let me get this off. All right, the fender liner's unbolted. Somebody was already kind enough to remove the undercover for me, so that's not even on there. Let's see. I guess the top bolts I'll get through here. Alrighty, let's take a look. Should be able to undo the connector. Alright, connector's off. Let me get the AC lines off after the machine's done. I guess for now, let me get the belt off. The tensioner looks like a 17mm. And it also looks like a pain in the butt. Let me see if I can get it with this from the bottom side. But if not, I'll have to rethink my plan. Okay, that's not gonna happen the way I want, so let me try something else. Serpentine belt removal tool. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Tuck the belt up there. All right. Should be in business now. Okay. Let's get the AC lines off. And for that, I'm going to use a long extension with a swivel and a 10mm. All right, there's the first bolt. Here's the second. Pull the AC lines out. Maybe. Okay. This one I'll just kind of leave up here, I guess. And I just realized the problem is I always like to replace these O-rings, but I don't know if I have any O-rings with me that are gonna fit this. They don't look flattened out though, so I don't know, let me see if I have any. If not, I'll work with what I have. All right, the two top bolts on the compressor, they look pretty easy to access, so I'm just gonna use it looks like 12mm to me, so let me do that. Where'd I put my 12mm though? That's the question. Yep, there it is. All right, the top bolts are out. There's not much room on the bottom one, so I'm gonna have to do it manually. And by manually, I mean without the power tool. It's tight. Okay, so I got the two bolts out of the bottom, and I'm thinking that the way to get this compressor out is gonna be through here. I did one the other day on a Maxima V6, very similar actually to this though, and that was the way I had to get it out, was through here. So I had to move this out of the way a little bit and pull it out this way. So let me try to do it that way, see if it'll come out. Yep, that was the way to go. Comes right out. So this customer, she says that this compressor has been replaced already. I don't know when or how long ago, probably a while. Looks all oily. But I just want to make sure that there's no metal shavings or anything in the compressor oil, anything that would damage the new compressor. The issue with this compressor is not, the issue is just that the clutch wasn't coming on really, so I'm thinking the internals will probably be okay. And I don't see a brand actually. I don't know, it might just be some cheapo Amazon one and the clutch went out, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna take a sample of the oil just to be sure. Okay, let's just pour a little bit in here and take a look. Hopefully I can get oil out of it. Well, I can't get any oil out of this thing, so that's a little concerning. But I don't know, if you look in there, it looks clean inside the compressor. It doesn't look all gray and nasty. So like I said, it was just the clutch that was burned up, so it'll probably be okay. All right, let me get the new compressor thrown on there. And honestly, it feels like it's about to rain, so that's really gonna stink. So I better hurry up. These little caps right here, these little stoppers, I like to sort of just leave them loosely in there because I don't want any dirt falling in the compressor while I'm putting it in, and then once it's in there I'll pull them out. Yeah, I'm feeling some raindrops, so I really gotta hurry. All right, let me get the top bolt started now, and then I'll tighten them all at once. Okay, the bottom bolts are tight. Let me get these top ones tightened up. All right, the top bolts are tightened. I'm gonna take just a little bit of this oil. This was clean oil from the new compressor because it had a little bit too much in there. So I took a little out. So I'm gonna take a little clean oil, lubricate the O-rings. Now I just got to get those plugs out, get the lines put in, and then I'll go ahead and I'll start pulling vacuum while I get everything else reassembled. This heat shield's missing 2 bolts. Are they broken off in there? Yes, they are. So never mind. I was gonna try to find 2 bolts and just put them in real quick, but no, they're broken off in there. So not gonna worry about that. Okay, I'm gonna get the AC lines tightened. Put my drill on the lowest setting here. These don't need to be that tight. Okay, let me vacuum, leak check, because this machine will do a leak check as well. So let me just make sure everything passes. Leak test on, vacuum. All right, so I'll let this do its thing while I get everything else reassembled. Let's try to get the belt on the same way I got it off, hopefully. Okay, well, getting the belt back on was a bit more challenging. I was struggling to get it on the water pump pulley properly, but anyway, I got it on there. So at this point, the machine's doing the leak test. So I'm gonna let it finish its thing. If it passes, then I'll charge it up, and then it'll be blowing cold after that. Should be. Well, with 32 degrees out, it's gonna be blowing cold anyway, right? It'll be blowing cold, and they'll have AC just in time for the big Texas freeze. Nope, I guess nobody's gonna be having any AC if I don't plug the connector in. All right, and the leak test passed, so we're good to go. We'll get it charged up. I've just got to double check the specs on the AC, see how much I need to charge it up. Looks like 1.21 pounds. All right, let me just start it up real quick and make sure the compressor clutch is coming on, making sure everything's working good. Yep, clutch is coming on. The pressures are gonna be super low because it's so cold outside. Yep, it's cold. All right, that's pretty much it. This one's fixed. This customer's definitely not gonna be needing AC this weekend, but hey, at least when it gets warmer, she'll have it when she needs it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.